Long before Babylon, before Rome, and even before Egypt's greatest dynasties, there was Akkad, the world's first empire, a vast civilization born in the Mesopotamian plains over 4,300 years ago. It was a place where kings ruled like gods and where ambition carved the foundations of global empire. But how did Akkad rise to power? And why did it vanish into dust? Our story begins in Mesopotamia, the land between the rivers, the Tigris and the Euphrates. By 3000 BCE, this region was filled with independent Sumerian city-states like Uruk, Ur, and Eridu. Each was powerful and proud, but their rivalry meant constant war and instability. Amidst this chaos, a man emerged from obscurity, Sargon of Akkad. Sargon was said to be born a humble cupbearer, a servant to the king of Kish. But his destiny was far greater. He overthrew his king and rose to power, founding the city of Akkad around 2334 BCE. Unlike the Sumerian rulers before him, Sargon didn't settle for one city. He launched a series of military campaigns that would conquer all of Sumer, reaching north into Assyria, west into Syria, and even as far as the Mediterranean coast. For the first time in history, one man ruled an empire that united multiple cultures, languages, and lands. During his more than 50-year reign, Sargon built a strong centralized state. He appointed governors to maintain control in conquered regions, established what may have been the world's first professional standing army, and even standardized cuneiform script, weights, and measures across his territories. Akkadian, a Semitic language, became the new administrative tongue, gradually replacing Sumerian. Yet Sargon didn't erase Sumerian culture. He blended it into his empire's framework. Trade flourished under Akkadian rule. Goods like lapis lazuli, timber, and copper poured in from distant lands. The empire's prosperity gave rise to new heights in art, literature, and religious culture. Akkad had become the economic and political heart of the ancient world. After Sargon's death, his grandson naram-sin took the empire to even greater heights. Naram-sin declared himself a god, the king of the four quarters of the world. He expanded the empire further, built grand temples, and left behind impressive inscriptions and monuments. Yet his claim to divinity shocked the deeply religious Mesopotamians. When natural disasters, famine, and rebellion followed, many believed the gods were punishing Akkad for Naram-Sin's arrogance. The empire began to crumble around 2154 BCE, less than 2 centuries after its birth. Environmental studies show that the region was hit by a devastating megadrought. Crops failed. The once mighty rivers dried. Starvation and unrest spread. On top of this, nomadic invaders known as the Akkadians swept down from the Zagros Mountains, attacking a weakened and divided empire. Internal revolts flared up. Provinces broke away. The great machine that Sargon had built began to fall apart, and within decades, the empire was no more. For centuries, the location of Akkad itself was lost. We still haven't found the ruins of the city. Only scattered clues. Clay tablets, royal inscriptions, and stories passed down through Babylonian and Assyrian records remained. But thanks to modern archaeology, we now know that the Akkadian Empire laid the foundation for everything that followed in Mesopotamia. The Akkadian Empire's legacy is profound. It was the first state to unite multiple regions and peoples under a single government, the prototype of all empires to come. It demonstrated the power of centralized rule, written administration, and military strength, but it also showed the risks of overexpansion, ecological collapse, and divine hubris. Akkad was the first empire, but like all empires, it couldn't last forever. Its rise was meteoric. Its fall was sudden. Its memory faded, but not entirely. Today, when we look back at Akkad, we see the spark that ignited thousands of years of imperial ambition, and a warning written into the ruins of history.